Hello, it's really fabulous to see everybody out here today. Yeah. Oregonians don't melt. Yeah. So, my favorite definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And I think we're doing a lot of that. But one of the very first things I want you to do is I want you to right now turn to somebody you do not know and introduce yourself, and then come back onto your attention to me. Okay, you just built a bigger community. Yeah. So I'm reading this great book. It's by Frances Moore LePay. Anybody remember Diet for a Small Planet? Yeah, she's very visionary. And it's called Getting a Grip, Clarity, Creativity, and Courage in a World Gone Mad. I highly recommend it. And she starts the book with a question, and I think this is the question we really have to put our minds to. And the question is, why are we as a society building a world that we as individuals hate? Why are we doing that? It's crazy. Who's going to make it different?
Colin.
Us! So I grew up being taught in polite WASP's tradition that the things we didn't talk about in polite society were politics, money, and religion. Three of the things, intersections of our common life together that impact everything we do together. We really got to get over that. I've been a mediator, conflict resolution person for over 20 years, and I want to tell you something. If you can stay present, if you can stay engaged, you will be amazed. You will be absolutely amazed at what we're capable of. We are living in the society that we made up. We actually made money up. It really doesn't grow on trees. And we can make up whatever is important to us, but we have to tell the story. We have to write the narrative. We have to insist that our media have a deeper interest in the real dialogue of our common lives together. We've got, yeah. And we have to interact with people that we disagree with. We really do. And a lot of us, conflict is scary. But I'm telling you, here's some keys to doing that. First of all, replace judgment with curiosity. I cannot tell you how amazing it is when you get past people's positions into what drives them, what their interests are, what they care about. I really cannot think of anyone I have not personally talked to that I can't find common ground with. And then the other thing is to be curious about what you think. My favorite bumper sticker is, don't believe everything you think. Because when we become calcified in our opinions and our judgments and our ideas of the world, then we stop growing, we stop learning. I love it. Michelangelo, near the end of his life, was quoted, he inscribed in a sculpture, ancora imparo, which meant, yet I am learning. And I really think we got to take that on, because there is so much to learn. The world is growing exponentially. It's amazing. It's a little overwhelming, but it's amazing. And we have this natural tendency to group into the like-minded, and to make somebody else the other. Whether it's the teabaggers, or the Muslims, or the immigrants, we decided the Republicans, we just want the Democrats. We have this natural kind of way of grouping in this tribal way, but that doesn't mean we have to stay there. Because we also have these amazing brains, and this amazing thing that happens when we come together in collaboration. On the front page of the Oregonian today, there was an article about OSU and OHSU coming together around a project, and it said, in a rare collaboration. God, I would love that not to be news. Let's not make it rare. Let's make it the norm. And you know, all of us have to work really hard to do that because it really takes a lot of work on the inside to get there. But I really think we can do it. And I really think so. You got to replace your judgment with curiosity. You've got to replace fear with hope. You know, really fear is just energy. And if you can perceive it differently, you can use it differently. So look at your own fear, look at other people's fear, and think about it as a catalyst, an opportunity to drive something new, to come into something new. Because honestly, it's so powerful. How many people out here are musicians? All right, or artists. So you know that feeling when you're collaborating on that level, or like you're in a jam session or something, all of a sudden you are talking in a language that you didn't even know existed because it is uniquely you? That happens with dialogue. That happens with ideas, and it's incredible. So let's get an idea jam going on. Let's get a dialogue jam going on. Let's get ourselves connected in new ways. And let's encourage each other in that way. We have so much important. This is an incredible place to live, you know? But did you know it's also the second highest rate of human trafficking in the United States? What's that about? We don't have to write that story. We can write a completely different story. We can write a more diverse story. We can write a more inclusive story. And I will tell you, we just cannot elect some people and expect them to do it for us. So I'm counting on all of you, and I'm working on myself to do it. But let's get out there and be the solution, okay? Let's get out there. Start asking questions. Start kind of get past the fear. Turn it into your driving energy. Because I think when we do that, we will be amazed at what we can create. Have a great time, everybody.